Why is it always some old black and white boy telling us young fellas that we ain't relevant in a world that embellishes like a relative content from these elements? You call them stars, I call them settlements, cause they didn't settle for settlements built on a steady sediment. Ashes from the already crashed and burned, dust from past residents. So I can feel it in my bones, I'm feeling in the zone. More when I'm on the way, but the same when I'm feeling home. So I'm comfortable, I know you are too. Me and Powers R1D2, Star Wars Harvest Moon feastful. But please don't come peaceful, but kill that noise if it's at all equal. I tell you what, man, let's make it equal. So I can show you the math, but I don't do sequels. Instead, I'ma use physics to determine how we move. Use ethics to perspective our objective. Because our efforts to fulfill our destinies, the universe expected. So we gotta fight back, take the night back, take our lives back. Our efforts must be twice that of our enemies.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Brother DJ, and just one of many of the working... I'm sorry, we're on camera. What's going on? It's your boy, Brother DJ, just one of many of the working parts of the Squadcast podcast. Shout out to your boy, in the building. 3 shows, one day. We working, all right? Did a Wolf on Wall Street. Me and Brother Black just did a crazy little show that's going to get uploaded soon. Just want to put out the best content that we can put out for you guys, Shout out to all my Squadcast members that's not in the building with me right now. Y'all know who they are. Godmother, Brother Black, Chef and BJ, Powers, Jesse, Charles, Big Bailey, El Presidente. Make sure y'all follow Noobs and Pros. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Junkyard Gang. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Notifications. Subscribe to Squadcast early. This is something that I want to talk about, get into with Brother Black. But because of the sports debate that we had about DeMar DeRozan and his contract and all that other good stuff, I didn't think that it would be healthy for us to get into the Locks versus Dipset. The Locks, D-Block versus Dipset, Harlem World. That joint went down, and we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, shout out to both camps. I see they're doing like a little tour right now as well. So shout out everybody on D-Block. Shout out everybody, in the Lock. Shout out to everybody in Dipset. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. The Versus, this is a real big thing that's been going on ever since the pandemic. We've had a lot of classic matches, from Jada and Fab to Jeezy and Gucci, DMX and Snoop. I mean, even, the ladies, I think they had a Brandy and Monica one or something like that. I'm not real for sure, but I know they had a lot of, singer ones as far as R&B, the old school, and some of the new talent out there as well. But specifically this one, Dipset versus D-Block. All right, I'm a fan of both. I think Jada's top 5 dead or alive. I really, really believe in that. And he showed it. I'm more Dipset fan than D-Block, than the Locks. You know what I'm saying? When I say Dipset, I'm not talking about just Cam, Jimmy, and Jewels. I'm talking Cam, Jimmy, Jewels, Hell Rel, J.R. Ryder, 40 Cal, Casa, A Mafia, Purple City. I'm talking about the movement. I'm with the movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, the movement. Diplomatic Immunity 2, you know what I'm saying? The mixtapes, the solo albums, all that. All right? So, I just want to let y'all know where I stand. I rock with Dipset, all right? But I'm not going to be biased neither as I talk about this, all right? So, the Versus is just like any other thing, late. They start when they want to, pretty much. They give us a time, and, it starts like an hour time. I see people in the comments talking about somebody got to get Jimmy out of the weight room, or somebody got to wake Cam up, he's sleeping, and all this crazy stuff. When D-Block and the Locks come out, I looked at it like Styles P ain't got no jewelry on. Sheik Luch ain't got no jewelry on. Jada go do his thing. He icy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Okay, but I'm just saying that to say like they mean business. It's not a fashion statement. It's not about who rocking the most jewels or whatever. They hit rap, really rap. All right, and then Dipset comes out. You know, Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know about Dipset in Harlem? You know, they fly, they flashy, and all that other stuff. So Dipset, you know, they geared up. You know what I'm saying? Icy. You know what I'm saying? Bird Gang, all that. Overall, I will say the Locks did win. They won the verses. Okay? That's not up for debate. All right? But how they won is up for debate. Now, let's be clear. Them winning and how they won does not take away or does not, you know, let's be real. Jimmy and Jewels and them guys, they fucked up and forgot their lyrics. They did it. Jewels did it a lot. Jimmy, he did it not so much. Cam, he did it not so much. All right. So when you got artists that don't remember the lyrics to their first two joints, you already out the gate in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the Locks, they're rapping with just the beat. No vocals, no voiceovers, none of that, while Dipset does have that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I will definitely give points to the Locks on. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they came prepared. They went over their stuff. They knew their lyrics. There you go. All right. I will say this though. Now this is how they won. This is where I'm talking about the debate on how they won. The Locks played a lot of features. I'm just gonna say it. They played a lot of features, and that's why you heard Dipset saying up there, "What is this? Like a DJ Clue mixtape? Like what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing up here? Are y'all doing features or are y'all doing songs?" Because Dipset was doing their songs. They might have not knew the lyrics. They might have messed up, but they were doing their songs. They were doing their songs. I don't care if it was Cam and Master P, and I don't care about Jimmy went through 3 tracks where all he did was do the choruses and all that stuff, whatever. Fact of the matter is, they were their songs. And I'm going to give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. When Cam did Welcome to New York City, his song on his album featuring Jay-Z, Jadakiss and them did I'm from New York. I'm from New York, New York. I got 100 clips because I'm from, but that's not his song. That's Ja Rule's song. You see what I'm saying? And they did that a good portion of the night. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the Locks didn't play none of their songs. But what I'm trying to say is they played a lot of features. Okay? They played a lot of features. All right? But that does not take away from their win, though. Because as far as I'm concerned, Dipset, with them not knowing the lyrics, with them not playing all their dope songs, in my opinion, respectfully, they played a lot of the classics. You know, they came out to I'm Ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I mean, if you're a Dipset fan, yo, let's be clear on something. At that point in time, when Dipset was running the game, they was the king of they was getting the best beats with the best samples and all that. That's not enough for debate. This is before Kanye became big and he was doing all the sampling and all the other stuff. Dipset had the best beats, all that. I'm Ready, Dipset Anthem, I mean all that. So they came out with I'm Ready, and they wasn't ready. And they went downhill from there. Like I think they waited too late to play some of the heaviest stuff. All right. Now, there were some antics that went on in there. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not like the fact that Jimmy made the DJ wait and he had his jeweler put another chain on before he did Ballin'. Some people might not like the fact that Cameron bought a fucking lawn chair out there, a little beach chair, and was sitting in it, and he kicked Styles P. Some people might not like Jadakiss talking all throughout the damn verses. Because he did. He did. Some people might not like the fact that Jim Jones fell off the stage. Well, there's a bit of new report out there saying that he jumped off the stage because one of his rings came off his finger, so he nosedived or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't there. From what it looks like it, from the footage, when I saw it looked like he fell. Whatever. But all in all, I'm still going to give the Locks the credit. I'm still going to give Jada's credit because Jada's dope. That Who Shot Your freestyle killed them. Killed them. All right? Let's be clear. That was dope. But even though the Locks won, I think Dipset, even through their fuck-ups, still did good. Still held their own. They had the crowd rocking. You know what I'm saying? When Santana did Santana Sound, they did the Dipset anthem. Cam did Suck It or Not. When Jim Jones did his tracks, we getting Bird Game Money. We getting, you know, the Hey My, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like when Cam did the Old Boy, like, yo, like Dipset has a lot of songs, not fucking features. But they lost the fucking verses because they couldn't remember their fucking verses and they was too worried about being fly, in my opinion, respectfully, and I fuck with Dipset. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do this with Brother Black because it's like I said, he just thinks differently than I do. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not trying to say there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to turn the debate into an argument because I can see that's where that's gonna go. All right, you know, and it's not because I rock with Dipset heavy or he might have rocked with the Locks heavy or vice versa, whatever the case may be. It's just that I just know how he looks at certain things when certain things come to light, and I look at them totally different. And then we're gonna have, and I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to the Locks. Shout out to the Verses. I think y'all won. Y'all did a lot of features though. I think Dipset was worried about the wrong stuff. I think they played a lot of their heavy hitters, but they played them too late. I thought they also should have played like Jewel's got bangers. Like Cam played some solo tracks like Jewel's. Like yo, you could have did Lil Boy Fresh. You could have did This Is Me. You could have did Violence. Like you got hits, bro. And Jimmy could have played a lot. Like Jimmy catalog is crazy. If you really think about it, his catalog is crazy. Cam's too. Not too many people say they did a song with Master P, especially About It. All right, so. I rock with Dipset. It's Dipset Bird Gang all day, all that, but y'all lost. And y'all need to get it together. Like, I wanted to see y'all go up against G-Unit if y'all had to beat the Locks. Now, we got to see the Locks go up against G-Unit. And I don't even know if the Locks can do that because I don't even think they have enough catalog to do that. 50's catalog in itself would probably beat the Locks by himself. The first two albums, the mixtapes, then the G-Unit mixtapes? Are you kidding me right now? And I don't even like 50. Just saying. You know, as far as like verses and, you know, not battle rap, but, you know, rap groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it'd be a crazy verses though. Whoever, I want to see somebody try to go up against Wu-Tang. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Ghostface, Method Man, Inspector Deck, You God, Raekwon the Chef, ODB, and there's so many more. Like you'd have to, whoever does it versus against the Wu-Tang, shout out RZA, shout out Jizza, all them, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be monumental. All right. Y'all got to bring like a super extended clip. But I wanted to get that off my chest, man. Dipset, y'all kind of disappointed me, but I definitely enjoyed it though because I've never really seen Dipset live. Not that I've seen the Locks live or anything like that either, but it was nice to see them do a lot of my favorite joints on both sides, Dipset and Locks. Because I got a lot of Locks joints that I rock with, you know what I'm saying? That Mighty Mighty D Block's fire, Fuck You's fire. They did a lot of joints that they did that song they did a lot of joints that I thought they should have played that they didn't do either. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Knock Yourself Out. That was a banger as well. You know what I'm saying? Styles P got a lot of hits he could have did himself because I rocked with him and his album and his mixtapes and all that too. So with that being said, Brother D is out. Every verses I see, I'm gonna do a little recap review. But with that being said,